Indian share market outlook for April 22, 2024. Share market outlook India. Point 1. Premier Energies files draft papers for IPO with fresh issue component of Rs 1,500 crore. Premier Energies IPO. The IPO consists of a fresh 100 crore by the company, and an offer for sale OFS of 2.82 crore equity shares by the existing shareholders. Premier Energies, one of the largest solar cell and solar module manufacturers, has filed preliminary papers with the capital markets regulator SEBI to raise funds. VO consists of a fresh issuance of equity shares worth Rs 1,500 crore by the company, and an offer for sale OFS of 2.82 crore equity shares by the existing shareholders. Investors South Asia Growth Fund 2 Holdings LLC, and South Asia EBT Trust, and peers in the OFS. At the time of filing draft papers, promoters hold 72.23% stake on a fully diluted basis, and 26.12% shares are held by public shareholders, including South Asia Growth Fund 2 Holdings LLC, and South Asia employees have a 1.65% shareholding in the company. Share market outlook India. Point 2. Ultratech Cement to buy 1.1 MTPA grinding unit from India Cements for Rs 315 crore. Ultratech Cement had announced in April that it would invest Rs 32 crore. Ultratech Cement announced on April 20 it will buy a grinding unit from India Cements in Maharashtra for a consideration of Rs 315 crore. The grinding unit will have a capacity of 1.1 million tons per annum MTPA. The board of directors at its meeting held today, capacity of 1.1 MTPA in addition to a captive railway siding, at Parli, Maharashtra, from the India Cements, the company said in its regulatory filing. This purchase will help the company to strengthen its presence in the rapidly growing Maharashtra markets. Ultratech Cement said it would invest Rs 32,000 crore for capital expenditure over the next 3 years. On April 2, the company announced the commissioning of 2 new greenfield projects in Chhattisgarh and Tamil Nadu, with its total capacity reaching 151.6 MTPA. HDFC Bank Board declares dividend of Rs 19.5 per share for FY24. This would be subject to approval of the shareholder in the next annual general meeting, the bank said. The board of HDFC Bank, country's largest private sector lender, per share for fiscal year 2024, the bank informed the stock exchanges on April 20. This would be subject to approval of the shareholder in the next annual general meeting, the bank said. HDFC Bank on April 20 reported a net profit of Rs 16,511 crore 23-24, marking a 0.84% jump compared to Rs 16,373 crore clocked in the previous quarter. The net profit is almost in line with the market estimates of Rs 16,576 crore. The bank's year with the parent entity HDFC Ltd during the year. Share market outlook India. Point 4. Decoding economics. How will the second Cold War skew trade and investment? A set of non-aligned connector countries is rapidly gaining importance and serving as a bridge between blocs. Exports from Chinese imports by the U.S. There is some evidence to suggest that trade and investment flows may be starting to fragment along geopolitical lines. Geopolitical and geoeconomic fragmentation has been much talked about. But to what extent do we have deglobalization? Is it, as some have said, and how badly has US-China trade been affected? Do countries that aren't part of any bloc stand to benefit from the diversification of supply chains away from China? Will the slowdown in global trade and the focus on security rather than efficiency result in lower global growth? Share market outlook India. Point 5. Iran-Israel oil and LNG price surge, analysts warn. Motilal Oswal Financial Services suggested in a note that any complete or partial blockade of the Strait of Hormuz by Iran could trigger significant spikes in oil and LNG prices. Analysts have warned that if Iran were to block the Strait of Hormuz or crude oil from Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and the UAE, both oil and LNG prices could soar, potentially leading to inflation spikes. The conflict between Iran and Israel has intensified in recent days, marked by Iran's drone and rocket attacks on Israel, which prompted retaliatory prices hovering around $90 per barrel amid the conflict. Motilal Oswal Financial Services suggested in a note that while efforts to de-escalate the situation may mitigate the crisis, any complete or partial blockade of the Strait of Hormuz by Iran could trigger significant spikes in oil and LNG prices. Transportation: there are no such alternatives for liquefied natural gas (LNG), according to the analysis. In the event of blockade of the strait, we anticipate materially higher crude oil prices, refining margins, and spot LNG prices, it said. While investor prices will witness even sharper escalation if the Strait of Hormuz is closed due to the absence of alternative routes, it also said. Share Market Outlook India. 6. IPO market action. 4 public issues to open for subscription with 4 SME listings lined up next week. Its market debut this week. Falcon Concepts, Green High Ventures, Grill Splendor Services and Ramdev Baba Solvent will list on the SME platform this week. The main board segment of the primary market will remain quiet as there will be no listing taking place in the week starting April 22. Will hit the street as it opens subscription to its Rs 649.5 crore initial public offer this week. The big follow-on public offer FPO by Vodafone Idea will also close this week. Regardless, it will be the SME segment that will be seeing major action this week as 3 public offer to make their market debut this week. Vodafone Idea FPO. Vodafone Idea, the third largest telecom operator in India, has been striving to achieve financial stability for some time. To support this effort, the company has decided to raise Rs 18,000 crore public offer FPO in India to date. The FPO opened for subscription on April 18 and will close on April 22. Share Market Outlook India. 7. EPFO February payroll data, 15.48 lakh net members added, over 50%. EPFO February payroll data. Gender-wise analysis of payroll data shows that out of 7.78 lakh new members, around 2.05 lakh are women. Also, the net female member addition during the month stood at around 3.08 lakh. EPFO on April 20 said it added 15.48 lakh members on a net basis in February 2024. Around 7.78 lakh members enrolled for the first time with the EPFO in February 2024, a Labour Ministry statement said. ShareMarket hikes platform fee by 25% to Rs 5, suspends Intercity Legends service. The food delivery company's stock price has been surging on the back of rising profitability in its core business and the fast growth of its quick commerce arm, Blinkit. Weeks before Zomato is expected, the company increased its platform fee by 25% to Rs 5 per order as well as suspended its intercity food delivery service called Intercity Legends. In August 2023, Zomato introduced a Rs 2 platform fee back when it looked to boost its margins and become profitable, before raising it again on January 1 to Rs 4. It had temporarily hiked the platform fee to Rs 9 on December 31. As the company's share price reacted positively to the development in January, analysts said that the platform fee hike would partially offset the impact of caters about 85 to 90 crore orders annually. An increase in each Re1 convenience fee across all geographies could lead to a positive impact of Rs 85 to 90 crore on EBITDA, which is around a 5% positive impact on EBITDA. However, this hike